2-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Making his way to the cage, out of the blue corner, Gilbert Millan.
Jordan Donay, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too.
Hey, my man. Yeah, main event Maddie. He usually only does the main events, but shout out to Juliana the Killer Miller, one of the all-time greats for Epic. She is trying to get her first win in the UFC, and her fight is tomorrow. She never misses an Epic event, but obviously she had to miss it for this huge opportunity. And hey, man, shout out to you as well, brother. We know you just got your first professional win, had a knockout. But let's talk about that last knockout, man. How you feeling about it?
That was impressive.
That was tough, but yeah.
Next up, we got Gilbert Millan, 1-1, age 25, weighed in at 135.8 pounds, 5'10", fighting out of White Tiger.
Yeah, you want to talk about knockouts? Well, Gilbert Millan had the knockout of the night on the last card. And hey, maybe Antonio Hayes set the blueprint for him to get another knockout. Gilbert Millan's a small dude, only 135, but he has a lot of power. His last time fighting for Epic, he knocked the dude out cold, completely shut his lights out. Fight was over immediately. But his opponent, Andres Rocha, has a lot of momentum behind him, and we'll get into that in a second. But Gilbert Millan, he made the trip up from LA. He wants to go back in the door and drive home with a win and maybe another knockout.
Out of the red corner, Andres Rocha.
So this is Andres Rocha. He's coming out of Intensity MMA. Now, Intensity, man, they're looking for a clean sweep today. They're just coming off probably their biggest star, Isaac Verdugo, just calling for a title shot. Alex Archiega won tonight out of San Isidro, and Hector Albanez won as well. So hey, Andres Rocha looking to make Intensity 4-0, a gym that is truly on the rise, and they have some elite coaching in Henry Skivis, and Henry's son really wanted to fight as he's walking into the cage right now. He really wanted to fight on this card, but you have to be 18 years old, right? He turns 18 tomorrow, because today is technically Saturday. So a shame. Only if we could have pushed it back 1 week. But that kid, Henry Jr., out of Intensity MMA, is promising to become the flyweight champion of Epic Fighting. Great kid. Went to my school of San Isidro High School, so shout out to him. And maybe he has a title in his future. I know we're talking a lot about the kid Henry, but this kid started fighting like in Tijuana at 8 years old. And Muay Thai is like 47 and 8. He already has an MMA fight under his belt. Like I said, only 17, so till tomorrow. But yeah, man, hey, this is a great fight, and stakes on the line. Gilbert Millan really trying to make a name for himself. You get back-to-back finishes. It might be hard to deny him a title shot. And then Andres Rocha, the pressure's on him now. Intensity MMA trying to go 4-0 tonight. Hopefully I didn't jinx him, but we'll see what happens in due time.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this next bout will be 3 2-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the Bata Fulkerson blue corner. He holds a record of 1 win, 1 defeat. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 135.8 pounds, representing White Tiger and fighting out of Los Angeles. Here is Gilbert Millan. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red Abbasi corner. He is looking for his first victory with 1 defeat. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 134.6 pounds, representing Intensity MMA and fighting out of Imperial Beach. Here is Andres Rocha.
All right, everybody. Your
Referee
14th
the action,
fight of the night.
John Ramiro.
Only 1 more to go after this, but this one should be exciting. As I said, both these guys have knockout power. Andres Rocha coming off a tough loss by submission. Definitely got a chip on his shoulder. Gilberto Millan, he's already got another fight lined up, actually. Shout out to Harvey. He's matching another card in a month. He's already got that lined up, but has some business to do here.
And watch Gilbert Millan's lead right hook. That's what he put his opponent away the last time with. He's got big power in that right hand.
Millan looking very composed, waiting for the opening. when you get a highlight knockout like he did in the first round in May, you get kind of greedy, and he's looking for it again.
And I like the footwork and the feints, the light on his feet out of Andres. Very composed for a debuter, or I'm sorry, 0-1 prospect.
Yeah, no strikes thrown yet.
That was a nice
There's the
body
first strike
kick.
thrown by Millan, who's really been waiting for that opening. But good defense by Rocha. Oh, there's,
See the wrestling. He's in on the single right now. Gilbert's trying to get the guillotine, but those are hard to get against the fence. Oh, and he turns away from the fence.
He's got that guillotine. Is it side enough? Shout out to Nate Diaz, who had that awesome guillotine against Jake Paul last weekend. Shout out to Celsius as well. They came out tonight.
And Gilbert just walking him down with the pressure. That's what you do with the longer reach. Andres is looking for his opening with some head movement and some feints.
Millan with another
nice
hefty
head kick.
Big kick from Millan.
Putting everything behind that.
All right, 30 seconds left in round one.
I'd like to see him feint it and come with punches.
Ooh, Millan showing the kick-in arsenal here. Haven't seen.
Oh, that was a nasty deep.
Nasty body kick from Millan. 11 seconds left. And another kick from Millan. The head kick. Millan showing he has more than knockout power with his fist, trying to knock him out with a kick. Very solid round. I don't know. That's up for grabs. Who you got?
Yeah, I mean, both guys had their moments. I did like Andres boxing. Millan had the kicks as well. That one kind of stung Andres. It's really difficult. It depends what the judges see, but
Yeah.
I probably would give it to Millan.
Yeah, I would say
that big teep up the middle, but I mean, it's still debatable, you know, and with 2 rounds to go, it still doesn't mean nearly as much.
Yeah.
I could see that round probably going either way.
Yeah, well, that team definitely hurt him, so maybe, you know, and that's why no one wants to take it to the judges. It's really up for grabs. It's all relative to so many different things. You know, you interviewed Nate Jarquin, and he said F the judges, so, you know, I don't know how they thought about that. Shout out to the Camo judges. Shout out to Chris Levin, an absolute legend who's ref some fights tonight. And my guy John Romero reffing this fight tonight as well.
We got our second fight underway right now. See what kind of adjustments they made in between rounds.
Rocha pacing. Oh, there's Millan.
There's that
Finds
power.
the opening.
Oh.
Oh, Milan's looking good in this round.
And he's starting to find his timing
Oh!
and his range. Millan has to separate right now. He's having a lot of success in the stand-up.
Back to the feet. They go. Millan had solid positioning for a second. 1:30 left in this one. Another kick from Millan.
If I'm on Andres, I'm looking for that takedown.
Yeah, both these guys have knockouts on their mind. You got 1:15 left in this one. A lot of kicks are thrown right now on both sides. Shout out to the shin pads though.
Halfway through this fight.
Hey Jordan, I'm curious, bro. How much of a difference do those shin pads make? Do they really protect a lot of pain, or can you still feel some stuff?
Oh, big shots landed.
Oh.
Oh! Huge
Millan
body
looking
kick.
for the finish.
Millan looking for the finish. He's peppering him with shots. The rest taking a big
Oh,
look.
this one might be over, and that is it. Gilberto Millan, 2-0 in epic fighting, 2 knockouts. This kid is the real deal.
That was a big body kick. And you can see him, he's staying patient the whole time. He's throwing punches, trying to keep his, oh, that was the first one. And those body kicks just thud. And you can see Millan realizes when he's back against the cage, and right there, it just folds him.
Yeah, this kid is the real deal. Wow, you got to be impressed with that performance. And I told you, man, these guys had no intentions of going to the judges. It was only a matter of time until someone got finished. maybe I jinxed the Intensity MMA, my apologies, but not the clean sweep tonight for Henry Skivas and Intensity MMA. But man, Gilbert Millan, back-to-back knockouts, pretty vicious fashion. That was a vicious one. His first one, like I said, he totally knocked Jorge Carmona's lights out. But man, phenomenal finish from Millan. This kid has a very bright future indeed.
Andre's had his moments though. The boxing looked good. You know, he's just got to get back to the drawing board.
But yeah, in the meantime, I did want to ask, so as you can tell, these guys have shin pads. Usually 3 fights you go and then the shin pads are off, so I would assume that Gilbert's fight, their next fight would be without shins. But as a former Epic champion, right, as a professional fighter, what is the biggest difference between shin pads and no shin pads? Is it a big difference in pain? And talk about it.
It's a big difference in a lot of different elements. The power, the carelessness you can throw the kicks with. If you have that padding, you can rip the kick. If you don't have that padding, you can't really throw it as hard or as carelessly.
Right.
If you catch their elbow, if you kick their kneecap, you could potentially break your leg or something along those lines. Also, taking people down is a lot easier with the shin pad. Working your jiu-jitsu from guard is a lot easier. I mean, there's a lot of different dynamics to it.
I hear you, brother. Well, hey, we got a little bit of time to kill talking about kicks. What were your thoughts on Justin Gaethje's head kick to Dustin Poirier a couple weeks back, UFC 291?
Yeah, those head kicks, you really feel them. We're bringing, and you could tell the way that Gilbert was throwing them, just big power behind him.
Big power. A lot of power for a 135.
Referee John
this
Romero
kid.
calls a
Like I said,
stop to the
right
contest at 1 minute 18 seconds of the second round for your winner by TKO out of the blue corner, Gilbert Millan.
All right, shout out to Gilbert Millan, 2-0 in this epic cage. On Tapology, he's actually listed to fight for the Marines card that Harvey's matching in less than a month. So didn't seem like he took too much.